Sunshines! Today I am here to share with you my most anticipated LGBTQ books for 2017. This video and these particular books are especially important to me because for those of you who don't know, I am totally gay. Because I present myself in a way that is super feminine, most people assume that I am straight, when in fact the complete opposite is true. Sure, I am a white woman, and with that comes its own set of privileges, but I am also a gay woman, and with that also comes its own set of struggles. So for me, this video is about representation, and I'm really excited because 2017 is really looking up as far as representation goes for gay, bi, transgender, lesbian, and queer people from all walks of life in literature and also young adult and middle grade literature, which I'm so excited about. So I've been blabbering on, and I'm gonna cut this intro shorter than it already is, I hope, and just jump right into the books because I have so many that I am excited to share with you. The first book on my most anticipated list for 2017 is called Flying Lessons and Other Stories. This book is a compilation of 10 short stories written by all sorts of diverse children's authors. It's in partnership with We Need Diverse Books. This book is just a compilation of 10 short stories, and I don't read a lot of short stories, but I wish I read more. It is being published by Crown Books for young readers, and it is anticipated to be released on the 3rd of January 2017. The second book on my list is called History Is All You Left Me by Silvera. This book is being published by SoHo Teen, and it is anticipated to be released on the 17th of January 2017. History Is All You Left Me is about a boy called Griffin, and his first love and ex-boyfriend is killed in a drowning accident. It's about his struggles to let go of the past and remember who he is and make new friends and learn how to rebuild and move on. This book sounds like a very touching story filled with heartache, but also just excitement and exploration of self. The third book on my list is called Dreadnought, and it is by April Daniels. This book is being published by Diversion Publishing, and it is set to be released on the 24th of January 2017, and I'm not entirely sure if this is a graphic novel or not. I think it's a book, but it also has the air that it could be a graphic novel, so that excites me on an entirely different level. This book is about a girl called Danny Tozer who has just inherited the superpowers of the world's greatest superhero, Dreadnought. So Dreadnought falls out of the sky and dies right in front of her, and up until this point she was trying to keep people from finding out that she is transgender. These superpowers transform her into the girl and female that she always knew she has been. Her dad has always been trying to cure her of her girlhood, and apparently her best friend now thinks that he should be able to date her. So it's sort of like this time of extreme euphoria mixed with a bunch of confusion. She doesn't have any time to process it because she has to go find Dreadnought's murderer and save the day. This book sounds awesome not only because of its LGBTQ themes, but also because it's about a superhero. The fourth book on my list is called Our Own Private Universe, and it is by Robin Talley. This book is being published by Harlequin Teen, and it is set to be released on the 31st of January 2017. This book is about a 15-year-old girl called Aki Hunter, and she is bisexual. Up until this point, she has only dated guys, and the only person that she is out to is her best friend Lori. She and Lori then go on a 4-week mission trip to Mexico, and it never crosses Aki's mind that she might form feelings for somebody that she goes on this trip with, and she does, this girl called Krista. I do also want to call out the added layer of representation that this book provides because Robin Talley is in fact gay herself, and so this book fits into the hashtag OWNVOICES category, which if you guys don't know about that movement, in brief, it's essentially a movement here on BookTube that is all about representation by the minorities who fit into those categories themselves. So for example, a character who is a person of color being written by an author who is also a person of color. Or in this case, a book about a queer person who is also being written by a queer person. That's an aside, it could be its entire own video, but I just wanted to say that there are a few books on this list that I can 100% confirm are written by authors who also identify as queer. I'm excited to share these books with you with that additional layer of knowledge as well. The fifth book on my list is called We Are Okay, and it is by Nina LaCour. This book is being published by Dutton Books for young readers, and it is set to be released on the 14th of February, 2017. This book is about a young girl called Marin who runs away from her old life for reasons that we don't know yet. She leaves with pretty much nothing and moves far away from her best friend Mabel, and there's a lot in her past that hurts her. This book is essentially about the fact that Mabel, her best friend, is coming to visit her, and she's going to have to face some of the things that she was running away from. The sixth book on my list is called The Pants Project, and it is by Kat Clark. It is being published by Sourcebooks Jabberwocky, and it is set to be released in And it is set to be released on the 7th of March, 2017. I'm going to read you the first couple sentences from this synopsis. My name is Liv, not Olivia. I'm not technically a girl. I'm transgender, which is a bit like being a transformer, only not quite as cool because I probably won't get to save the world one day. A transformer is a robot in disguise, and Liv is a boy in disguise. It's that simple. So Liv knows that he was always meant to be a boy. He begins going to a new school who has a dress code of only skirts for girls. He's not a girl. The only way that he's going to get what he wants is for him to go after it himself. And for him, it isn't a quest just to change the school's dress code policy, but also to change himself. The seventh book on my list is called Starcrossed, and it is by Barbara D. This book is about two middle school girls who discover they have a crush on one another. We just pause for a minute to appreciate the fact that not only is this a middle grade book with LGBTQ+ themes, thank you, it also has the two main characters dancing together on the cover of the book. You can't get more awesome than that. I am literally so excited about this book. Are you kidding me? So it's about this girl called Maddie who is chosen to play Romeo in the school play. Opposite her, Gemma is the girl who is chosen to play Juliet. So basically, Maddie starts getting confused because she's asking herself the question, is it possible to have crushes on both girls and boys? Because like a day ago, she had a crush on a boy called Elijah, and now she has a crush on Gemma. It just sounds like this sweet story about young love in middle school, having crushes on people for the first time, and I can't wait to read this book. The eighth book on my list is called The Lottery's +1, and it is by Emma Donoghue. It is being published by Arthur A. Levine Books, and it is set to be released on the 27th of March of 2017. This book follows 9-year-old Sumac Lottery in her crazy giant family that is multicultural and diverse on so many levels. Her family discovers that her grandfather is beginning to suffer from dementia, and so he comes to live with her. It's just like a story about family, and I'm really excited to read it and kind of see how the LGBTQ+ themes fit in. The ninth book on my list is called My Fairy Godmother is a Drag Queen by David Clawson. It is being published by Sky Pony Press, and it is set to be released on the 2nd of May, 2017. Essentially a modern day retelling of Cinderella, where Cinderella is played by Chris. He discovers that his fairy godmother is a drag queen, and it helps him come to terms with loving himself and loving other people and his sexuality and family and financial troubles, and it's sort of this coming of age Cinderella story retelling. The 10th book on my list is called It's Not Like It's a Secret by Misa Siguara. This book is being published by Harper Teen, and it is set to be released on the 9th of May, 2017. This book is about a 16-year-old girl called Santa. It's a coming of age story. She's got a lot of secrets. She moves. Her dad might be having an affair. She thinks she likes girls. It's just a coming of age story where she has to ask herself a lot of questions and come up with those answers and just be true to herself. I think it sounds like it has a lot of potential. The 11th book on my list is called The Love Interest by Gail Dietrich. It is being published by Feeble and Friends, which is a Macmillan imprint, and it is set to be released on the 16th of May, 2017. It is essentially about a secret organization that trains teenagers to be spies. There's basically like these two guys, and they're competing for the affections of this one girl, but then the unexpected happens. While they are trying to compete against one another for the affections of this girl, they start having feelings for each other. I'm hooked. I have to know what happens. The 12th book on my list is a book I am so excited about for so many reasons. It is called Queer There and Everywhere, and it is by Sarah Prager. This book is being published by HarperCollins. It is set to be released on the 23rd of May of next year. Sarah is gay, so this falls into the Own Voices category. I tweeted today, I don't know how many of you saw, that I was filming this video, and I tweeted the names of some of the featured authors. She tweeted back at me how excited she was about this video being a thing. She just seems like the most awesome human being. This book is the first ever LGBTQ+ history book for young adults. How cool is that? It's a focus on 22 people in our history that did awesome things but were also gay. The 13th book on my list is called Tash Hearts Tolstoy by Catherine Ormsby, and it is being published by Simon & Schuster. It is set to be released on the 6th of June of 2017. It is essentially about a girl who is a blogger and has a web series on the internet that goes viral. I'm in already. I already have to read it. And her show is a modern adaptation of Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. So her show is up for an award. She has a crush on this boy called Tom, who is a fellow nominee, and she has to figure out how to tell him that she is a romantic asexual. So this book sounds awesome, and I can't wait to read it. The 14th book on my list is called The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. It is by Mackenzie Lee and it is being published by Catherine Teagan Books, set to be released on the 20th of June, 2017. This book is a tour of 18th century Europe. It follows a boy called Henry. He goes to one of the finest boarding schools in England, and he has roguish passions that he just can't tame. Gambling, drinking, waking up in the arms of men and women alike, and his father does not quite approve of this. His father wants him to take over the family estate. He goes on a tour of Europe. Percy is his traveling partner whom he has feelings for. It's just like a book that explores the fine line between friendship and love, and it's historical fiction, and I love historical fiction. Okay, the 15th book on my list is called Sovereign. It is by April Daniels, and it is the second book in the Nemesis series. The Nemesis series, I forgot to mention, is the series that Dreadnought is a part of. So book 2 in this series is set to be released in the same year as book 1, and the second book, Sovereign, is set to be released on the 25th of July, 2017. The 16th book on my list is called The Gallery of Unfinished Girls by Lauren Karks. It is being published by Harper Teen, and it is set to be released on the 25th of July, 2017. This book is about a girl called Mercedes who thinks that she has the potential of being an artist, though she is going through a time and period of her life of just complete lack of inspiration. She thinks part of this lack of inspiration could be caused by the fact that her abuela is lying comatose in a faraway hospital in Puerto Rico after suffering a stroke. It's just affecting her ability to create art. A mysterious neighbor appears and invites Mercedes to come paint and create art at an estate, and she discovers she's able to create the most beautiful art she's ever created. She has clarity, but she can't take any of that out of the estate with her. It's just this sort of struggle between two lives and coming of age and all that jazz. And the 17th book is a book I am so freaking excited for, you guys. So by this point, most of you know that my love for Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe knows almost literally no bounds. And next year, there is a second book coming out in this now series that is so beloved to me. It is titled There Will Be Other Summers. It is by Benjamin O'Leary Senez. The publisher is Simon & Schuster for young readers, and it is set to be released elusively in 2017, and I'm so excited to read it. You guys have no idea. Benjamin O'Leary Senez falls into the category of #OwnVoices because he is gay, and I couldn't think of a better way to end my list of the 17 LGBTQ plus books I am most looking forward to in 2017 than that. It is a goal of mine for 2017 to not only read and share more books with LGBTQ plus themes with all of you, but to also just position myself better within the queer community. I just want to find more ways to share all the sides of who I am with you on this wonderful platform that we call the internet, and I am really looking forward to 2017 being a year where I figure out new ways to share parts of myself that I haven't quite figured out how to share completely, if that makes sense. So this video is helping me set a precedent and begin advocating for myself in a whole new way. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you check out these authors and these books. Add them to your TBR for 2017. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!